Sorry, we were a little bit late. Oh, yes, we are all out here hustling on YouTube today, Colleen. That's true. There have been a lot of lives today on Friday.
Let's scroll this up and say hi to everybody.
Yep, Jenny's got the mouse instead of me.
Yeah, we're using my laptop since she's at my house. So a little bit different setup than she has. So sorry for the delay. Probably my fault.
Yeah, we had to get me logged into her laptop.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's scroll down and say hello to everybody.
This is at the top.
Oh, that's the top. Okay, so we've got Cheryl here. We've got Dana. Yay. There's Chris. I'm moving stuff here accidentally. Yeah. There's Beth here today. Hi, Bonnie. I'm glad you're here. We've got Kirk and Colleen, Faith, Maggie. Hello, Mike. Oh, except Brenda, because you're using an incognito account. Yeah. We've got our mom. Hi, Grandma Gay. It's our mom. Hi, Monica. Yay. Hi, everyone. Marianne is here. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, is it Ronnie or Roni? I don't know yet. Hola.
Hola.
And then we've got, so many people are here to play. And Dana, everybody's just saying hi and having a big chat.
I love the chat going on. Everybody's saying hi to everyone else.
I'm so glad that you guys are here. I'm glad you guys waited for us to show up too.
Yes, there's June. June joined.
June is here, and there's Sharon. Hi, Sharon. I'm so glad to see my friends back in chat.
We've got Tony. Did we say hi to Tony yet? No, that was.
Oh, we did not say hi to Tony. Hi, Tony. I'm glad you could make it. Oh,
and it's Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Yes.
Thank you for helping us with that. Skippin' Stones. What's your name, Skippin' Stones? I'm glad you're here.
I know we've seen Skippin' Stones. I don't remember your name.
I can't remember if you told us. That's okay. And Miranda's here. Hi, Miranda. Hello, everyone. I am visiting my sister today.
Yes.
Yay.
For the whole weekend.
The whole weekend.
Yes.
We are happy to be spending some time together.
Oh, that's right. Skippin' Stones is Teresa.
That's right. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, we've been just playing around. You guys saw us do our unboxing yesterday. We actually unboxed it last night, but it was so late by the time I got done with editing and everything that I had to publish it today.
Yeah.
But all of those things were from yesterday, including the earrings that I made. Here, let's get this a little bit closer.
Yes, you can put it right there.
Yeah, with the little raindrop or the rain clouds and all of that. Mm-hmm. That was a lot of fun to do. But then we had some other bead hauls that we went through together and sorted through things and had some fun times.
I put together about one large, the 18 grid organizer she uses for the big ones, an 18 grid organizer, a 15 grid organizer, and then another half of an 18 grid organizer just on my beads.
Yeah, but then there was a huge findings haul because Jenny loves it when she can find things that have that are hypoallergenic. Yeah. And they had just stocked a whole bunch of nickel-free findings at Beadbox Bargain. So she was like, well, I'm going to make sure it's in the budget. And she did, and she got it. So, which is great because then she can grab some beads and she has the findings for them already. And that's one of the things that I wanted to tell you guys about. I'm glad your bundle came today, Dana.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? It looks like a lot of people's bundles have been getting there,
in the last couple of days or this weekend. Yeah.
It's great to be able to have that for the weekend, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So you got it, and you've got something fun to play with. Speaking of things that are fun to play with, something that my sister and I kind of came up with is let me switch over here.
Add in the mat.
I'm going to add in the mat. Yeah. That means I got to switch us from. I'm trying to do this with the touchpad.
I told you could use the mouse.
Okay, yeah, let me move the mouse over here.
It doesn't have to be used on this side.
Oh, thank you, June. I'm so glad.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you saw I'm wearing the necklace that I made.
The next Sound Speed box is going to be really great, Faith. I don't know what's in it, but I know it's going to be great because I am always happy with Sound Speed boxes, always. So we're exiting solo. I don't know why. That's what's going on. There we go. All right, that way you can still see us a little bit over here on the side, but we can see the bead mat. Because I have so much fun with Jenny being on here.
Marianne, did I buy more gray glass beads? Not yet. I did. Okay, so they did do a sale that started today. So I did focus my beads on the check ones in my order today. I didn't actually go look for extras yet.
Yeah.
Auntie's beads also
Auntie's
list.
beads.
Oh, that's good to
Ooh.
know.
That is really good to know, Dana. We'll have to check that out and maybe do like some unboxings and stuff like that. Since Jenny has so much fun joining me for lives, we were thinking of making a regular, like once a month, Jenny gets to design with some beads from my stash sort of thing. So I went through my stash and I put together, called out, yes. Definitely. I went through my stash and I put together little challenge bundles. We're going to call it a Sister Stash Challenge.
Yeah, Sister Stash
And
Challenge.
so once a month, Jenny's going to open this on live with us. She doesn't know what's in here. I do. It's going to be really fun. So like I picked out like a focal, a few strands of beads, and just things that I thought would be cute or would go together. Things that she would like. Some of them are artisan made. Some of them are just gemstones, that sort of thing. But it's going to be really, really fun.
Sister Stash.
Sister Stash. Exactly, Marianne. Exactly. Hi, Tina. Oh man, a year subscription from Auntie's Beads. You know what? I'll have to check.
Oh.
I'll have to check
They
the
have a
Auntie's Beads
sub.
because I would love to see. Oh, they're in Texas.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Got to shop local, guys.
Do you happen to know how much that subscription is? And I can kind of figure out if it might possibly be in my budget.
Well, let's find out. Let's look at it.
We'll check
when
it
we
out.
do that. But yeah, so I made up these little bundles, and I had already made up like May, June, July, and August. Hi, Tina. I made all of those, and then Jay said, "Oh, did you bring one for this month? Because it's still April."
We have to do the
So
inaugural
really
one, right?
quick, I didn't have time to write the month on it or do my little pieces of art on it. Which, like,
She made me art.
Is this a turkey or is it a seashell? Nobody will know. How could they know?
Because it's July. I'm going to guess seashell because it's July. So that's going to be the debate tonight. Is it a turkey or a seashell, like our horse or a dragon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's set up a.
Oh
yeah, because we can do it.
You can use mouse.
Oh, hold on. I don't know if I can do it in this or if I have to do it in.
Oh, on your phone?
On my phone. Hold on. I'm going to set up a. I'm going to get this real close so you can take a look. And tell me what you guys think. Is this a turkey or is this a seashell? I'm going to do a poll for you guys, but I got to turn this on.
That's good to know that they do at least document if something is nickel free, because that's been my struggle is like if they're clear in the documentation, like Beadbox Bargains has been, then I feel a lot better supporting them because I know what I can and can't use. Even if I'm passing things on to my sister, I would rather know that than have a problem. So I'm excited.
I'm trying to find our live in my YouTube.
Would sea turkey work, says Colleen?
So hard. Sea turkey. Which one? Sea turkeys. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's going to be option number 3 in the poll. So hold on. Let me get in here. I gotta. There. Bonus late night with my sister Jenny.
I'm dying to get into this though.
All right, hold on, because I gotta mute.
Yes. Oh.
Sorry. Okay, I muted us so I can get to the comments and start a poll. I should be able to.
Oh, you have to do it from there. Okay.
No, not comments.
That was from our previous live.
Oh,
was
wait, no.
What was playing? That's our previous live. That's not this one.
Which one? Where's the live one? That one. No,
yes, with Bonus Jenny.
Bonus Jenny. There we go.
Bonus Jenny. I'm Bonus Jenny.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
So Jenny, why don't you move these out of the way? Because you guys aren't going to see these. We're not going to open them up yet. But this is that one. And while I am setting up the poll, Jenny, why don't you open this? Because she hasn't seen it. She doesn't know what's in it.
Well, and I won't know until I look at it, because the idea is that Beki gives me like the core things, but then I might pull things from my finding stash so that I can add spacers or clasps or whatever, depending on what is in here, what she's giving me to use versus what I'm filling in. So
I don't think I can do this on my phone. I think I can do it.
You need to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
On the laptop. I brought my laptop with me, but it broke on the way here, so I can't get on it with that.
Are you guys all starting to see some of these things? I'm gonna get my dish.
You know what though? If this is, hold on a sec, guys. I'm gonna mute the mic. No, not the mic, just the sound. There we go. Because we don't
hear
need to
ourselves
hear
anyway.
sound. As long as these guys can see it, and just open up
you guys can still hear us, right?
YouTube.
Just as long as our mic is still working.
Yep.
We're just getting her logged in on my laptop. Just, a little bit different setup than she usually uses. So.
No, that's me.
Yeah, it's you. What? Nothing. Just waiting.
Okay.
Or is it a little bit delayed? It must be a little bit
It is delayed. Yeah. That's how it works.
Because I started to move in like 5 seconds later. Feather shell.
Okay.
So she's setting up the poll. So
Use my July.
When this shows up on the thing, it'll be a couple of minutes, I guess. Or you guys might see it right away. But this is, I can't tell if it's focused. If I have the positioning wrong.
Down?
I know. I already moved it. We just don't see the adjustment.
Oh, okay.
Because we have a delay in what we're seeing from you guys.
Because of this. Yeah.
Yes.
Use my July. Yeah. So maybe
I'm just going to wait.
I know. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit chaotic.
It's a fun event, even with the quirks. Thank you, Kathy.
All right. All right. There we go. Now I've got the poll, and I'm going to get out of Jenny's way. Now that we've got the poll going, we're going to switch over to StreamYard so we can see what we're doing.
Yes,
much easier.
What's actually live right now?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So, what kind of stone is this, Becky? Becky knows these things better than I do.
That is a. Oh man, I think this is something agate. It's like a dragon vein agate or something.
What was it? Possibly
has crackle on it. Yeah, exactly. Feather shell. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I have for the goal.
Thanksgiving in July. That's right, Skip Stones. Teresa.
What color would you call? These are These are tiger's eyes. These are dyed tiger's eyes.
They are fuchsia tiger eye.
Fuchsia tiger eye.
They're English cut.
Yes, which is so fun.
Yes. That's closer. Shirky and Shelky. You guys are so funny.
Ew. And then some large ones. These are probably what, 4? And then some.
Yeah, some of them were 4 and then some were 6.
Okay.
A little bit different sizes. That's all right.
So, and then along with it, because she knows I love my cool neutrals. Hey, you asked about gray beads. Who was that earlier?
Not Turl.
Oh, no.
Shirking ain't easy. Colleen is right. Shirking easy. There you go. There's some gray beads, some sparkly gray beads for my sister.
I love this.
Some little neutrals to break up all the mass of pink.
There's a mass of pink, but these are so pretty.
Yes.
I love those.
So you're going to need some.
I'm going to need some findings. I'm going to need some beading wire. I'm going to need a little bit of craft wire because I need to make a veil for this.
All right. We've got, I'm beading this. And I am sorry about that, my friend. It's my fault. Every time it shakes, that's me. It's Becky smashing her way through this.
Exactly, Marianne. I do. I love my grays. And this is so pretty with the.
It has a little bit of a green tint to it too, because that's like
the vitriol, or is that Beki?
It's something.
It's something. It might be.
It's something, but it's got like.
It might be iris purple and green.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't read the
It's
instructions.
just gorgeous.
I just saw it, thought it would look great with the bright colors. Just gonna break it up and like give it a little bit of a green contrast to the bright pink.
She really did. She decided to give me a challenge too. Like she's gonna make me do some wire work.
Exactly. You know what? She does have really pretty hands. You're right. She has gorgeous hands. Jenny has beautiful hands. I have fingers, but Jenny's got really pretty hands.
It's true. It's because I got the longer fingers from one side of the family, the maternal side.
Yes. That's that model. That's right. Oh, so these guys get to stare at your hands tonight. Yay! Yeah. So I got some wire over there if you want to use it.
I also brought some, but okay. It doesn't.
So it depends on which one you want to use. What color of binding do you
I'm actually thinking we need to do stainless steel. And I think that you have a pewter color that looks more like stainless, and what I have is the bright silver.
I do. Go grab my bag of I brought wire.
Becky came to my house for beading fun. There was wire involved.
I might have taken the pewter out.
You might have. If all you have is the silver,
all I have is silver.
Okay.
And
I like
bronze
silver
and gold, and maybe a little bit of oven hygiene time.
No, she's moving the blanket to make a little bed for herself.
Okay. Hand modeling in her future, maybe. Yes.
Okay. I don't know what I want. I'm gonna get out all three sizes because I don't know. Because I get to figure this out while I do it. This is like design on the fly challenge.
You tell me. Tell me what you want.
I'm gonna need some of these. These are because I Dragon Bead Box got basically all of the jump rings are nickel free or stainless steel, like all like allergy safe. And so I just got a whole bunch, and I got these little containers so that I can open one. But this has my silver and my stainless steel in it.
Yep. And then you got a box.
My box.
Jenny put all her findings in there. Not all of your findings, but
no, I got some more that I haven't added yet, and I'm gonna need to spin into another box.
Right.
Because as you can see, this baby is full.
Yes, there's like spacers and stuff in there.
I'm gonna need a clasp. Whatever I do, I'm gonna need a clasp.
What kind of clasp?
No, that's the question.
Do you want to save aside a couple of these beads for like an earring or something?
Oh, I'll make earrings. Okay. Some small earrings, which means I need the ear wires. Becky and I are going to make me some ear wires, but I'm going to take my time to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do it here. I have, these are just sterling silver. They're slightly tarnished, but they work. Okay, I think this is the best option I have for silver right now. I have more. They're just in. Oh, I did bring it. The yellow baggie right there. You guys want to see how bad this is?
Thank you, Kirk. Yes.
Yellow baggie.
Yellow baggie.
So, like, I seriously, I have so many findings to do. We went through our recent bead hauls, and all of these are like findings, earwax, mostly toggle clasps, some wire guardians for when we do like bead weaving stuff, but I do have some more besides.
I'm going to take her to the seed bead side of the yes.
So I have this toggle clasp, or because I'm going to do silver tones, or I have a whole bunch of these guys. Yeah. Or I have another one that I'll put up somewhere else. Oh no, here. This is the other option. These little swirly guys. So 1, 2, or 3. What do you guys think? As usual, these are my go-to, and I got a bunch of them in all the colorways.
Side, the dark side. Yeah.
The flowers, the wreaths, or the swirl. Or so. Think about that. It's the last thing I add. I'll choose one of those. Oh, I'm getting votes for 1. 1 was the flowers.
Yep.
We got a vote for 3, the swirls. I can put the rest of these
Put those away
out of our way
while you're figuring, while everybody's helping you make decisions.
I'm all about a toggle class. Yes, Chris. Yes, they're so easy. If I don't do toggle, I want magic. I'm just saying. I'm not big on lobster class. I have some. I'm not big on those.
Yeah, and see, I'm like, oh, lobster class. Let's put a lobster class on it. I'm gonna put a lobster class on
all
it.
those votes
All
for
the
one
time.
already. This is why I got more. I got 3 more packs of those same silver class.
They're her favorite. Those flowery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have another vote for 3, though. You hopped out for a few minutes. You're making a necklace.
Yes, I'll be making a necklace with this vocal.
It has a vocal.
You can go ahead and show it off.
Okay.
And then I'll do some quick earrings to go with it because I like to make earrings and those are easy. I'm just trying to decide what to do because I've got these gorgeous, you said magenta?
Yeah. Magenta, tiger eye,
English cut or fuchsia. And then these beautiful sparkly crystal gray. Oh, against it looks so much better.
It does. It really does.
Oh, look at those. I know. They're so great.
Another vote for 1. There we go.
Yeah, I think we're leaning towards 1. And along these lines, if I use any spacers, which I feel like I do, I need to use something. I want them simple. Because
you got the funky cuts for both the gemstone types.
Yeah, well, and I want to show them
for the gemstone and for this.
Exactly. I don't want busy
and then
spacers.
You got the cut, so like simple.
In fact, I'm not using bead caps because I want to enjoy that.
I don't want to hide those.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll probably.
Do you just want like some simple rounds?
They're too big.
Those ones are too big. Do you have smaller round ones?
Do. There's these, and then there's the other pack that we just got that we traded. But I bring that with me.
I think that color looks great with this, actually.
I think it does. Okay.
Decision made.
So I think we've got our stuff. I'm going to get this stuff out of the way. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm not going to do any dangle. It's shocking.
Where do you want them?
Yes. I want. Let me see what I have. What's the color back here?
Oh,
that's too red.
No, that's not where my.
It's in there.
I have all of my beading wire here. Yeah, I left a lot of it.
We're checking my collection of beading wire. Yeah. If we don't do, I do have some of that kind of more light. I'd rather use it for other things, but so I think that's
vanilla on the left side.
You know what could be sharp? Black.
Ooh, yeah, black. Do it.
You want to do black?
Do black. Yeah.
This is the other one that's it's a little bit too.
Yeah.
We're gonna do black. I'm gonna go bold.
Well,
bold by going black.
It's gonna be like hidden underneath.
It's gonna show through a little bit of these. So it's gonna bring in like gray black. Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know who Raptured Jewelry is. Hello. Because my husband says my sister and I have our own language. I love seeing that with you too. Look at that. Okay. I am going to get my supplies all.
I'm glad you're still awake too, Kathy. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I don't think we ever got so far as like language, but
we kind of have some shorthand.
We have shorthand. There's always like those weird, like
finishy to
I was gonna say sandwiches, but
sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Okay, just gonna shut myself.
Well, Tara, that's a real name.
Nice to meet you, Tara. And thank you. I have not always had an amazing relationship. We fight so much when we were younger.
We fought all the time.
And it's been really wonderful, especially in the last year or so, to bond. I mean, we've been a lot closer over the last several years, but especially in the last year to bond over the shared love of jewelry. So
I've been loving having my sister be not just my sister but my friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the fact that it didn't happen until we were well into our 40s is kind of amazing. We were still sisters, but we were just like, oh, hi, I love you, and then like go do our own thing. And now we like actively just want to spend time with each other, which is awesome.
That drives me wired. And I'm going to end up putting this in a container when I'm done. I'm stringing this whole thing. I'm not using
Wired haters anonymous.
I'm going to use a lot of them. Yes. Yes.
Amazing comments on that.
Who was that? That was.
I have to look up.
She pinned it. She loved it that much.
It's the first comment because it's true.
Yes.
Wire haters.
Who was the first comment?
It was. No, it wasn't the first comment.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's the first comment because I pinned it.
No, I saw it before you pinned it.
Oh, really? Before anybody else commented?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the first comment.
I missed that, and I was wrong.
See, she's not the only one who's right. Okay.
We can both be right, just not about the same thing. Kidding.
24 or 20?
I'd be off. I'd go with 20, actually.
20. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that. This is really testing me. This is testing me. I haven't been making jewelry recently as long as Beki has. I picked it back up.
Jenny, do you know what this color? It matches the flowers on
your. Okay. The video in front of us washes out colors a lot. So the blue on this is a lot more turquoisey, and this color for the flowers it's so gonna go with this.
It's so perfect.
It's so gonna go with this.
I'm so good at picking out colors for my sister, guys. I'm really good at
this.
It's really good.
All right. How much should I do?
Depends on what kind of wrap you want to do.
I don't know. So something that I've done with a lot of my stuff lately is do like a little beaded link to do that.
Yeah. That's a totally great way to do a little veil. Like add a little bead or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe one of these guys onto a little loop.
Yeah. Or even one of the small tiger's eye. I love symmetry. I love symmetry.
Yes. Oh man, I love hearing people's. It's not a touch screen.
No, my laptop is not a touch screen. I'll try though.
Yeah. I was just gonna. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're only a year and a half apart, which is probably one of the reasons why we fought so much when we were younger.
Yeah, we were way too close. We competed on everything.
10 months apart, just like you guys. Yeah. Lining up, having something that you do together is such a great way.
It's easier when you can let go of some of those childhood like things and then just
no, like all of the things we used to be super competitive is one of the things, and we started painting together during the pandemic, like over Zoom, and it was something that really helped me to not be competitive with my sister anymore, because I'm gonna be real with you guys, she's a better artist than I am, but
I'm a different style artist. I'm very detailed. I'm not realistic, but I'm detailed.
I'm less. Yeah. And so, like, for me to accept that my style of art is different. And I shouldn't have said better, should I?
No,
because we're not comparing ourselves.
No,
just not compare, to not be competing with her, to not be like, I have to be as good or better or something like that. And just to be able to accept like her talent and to be able to accept her appreciation of my talent too, really made it so that we could let go of a lot of our competitiveness. And like that's poured out into so many different facets of our relationship, just letting go of competition. Being happy when she achieves something. So be like, but I want to achieve that too.
Yeah.
Or something silly like that.
Or feeling like, because all of our siblings, like we were all a year and a half growing up in the same house. And we would divide up interests, like, because our brother was such a great artist, neither Becky or I pursued it until we were in our 40s.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
we just didn't because
Our brother
it was
was the
his thing.
artist.
My
That
brother was
was
the
his thing.
artist.
Yeah.
Becky's the one who had the voice in the musical talent with instruments, and
Jenny was the
like that.
writer.
I was the writer.
Yeah.
Our younger brother was the actor. We all had,
Exactly.
and we would divide up and not even enter into each other's spaces.
So being able to do something together is so freeing, because then it's like, it doesn't have to be my thing versus her thing. And yeah, I have a YouTube channel, but she can be part of it.
Yes.
She's being part of it right now.
Being part of it.
Exactly.
But sister, I need you to put on your jewelry face. And I'm a little stuck. I don't know how to get started. Will you help me?
Yes.
Okay.
What are we making?
I don't know. That's where I'm stuck. I feel like I'm wasting time. I need to
Do you want to do a loop that goes through this?
Yes.
You just brought a new tool.
I did, and I brought it over. It's right here.
Your new to you.
This is the beadsmith, not the crappy one that I ordered and got. Hold on, there it is. Yeah.
So we got some 6-step bell making pliers. And so this is where you would want to use them.
Okay.
Because you're going to want something that is going to be thick enough to turn this to the side.
That it's going to go.
That it'll go through. And also
accommodate the curve.
So if you hold these next to each other, that one's going to be just thick enough, but it might not accommodate the curve. This is the 4th
So you think
step
number
up.
5 might be better?
So the 5th step is going to be better.
That's okay. We love that you. Yeah. I know that Beki has minutes for her lives, and I don't want to waste. Not that it's a waste to talk about our relationship.
Spending time with you is never a waste.
I just am.
It is never a waste.
Yeah.
Because
okay. So you think 5 is good?
5 is good. So what I would start with is I would start with the top loop and then do the bottom loop later.
Okay. So I'm basically making the link and then opening up that link and sliding this on.
Exactly.
Okay.
So start with the top loop and you do either the smallest or the second smallest.
I think the smallest, because I'm just doing it on beading
exactly,
wire.
So it's just going to be on beading wire, so it doesn't need to be a huge loop for that. All right, and you're going to do simple loop?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because we did 20, so I can.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
So it's over.
And it's, I centered it. It's not quite tight, but I'll tighten it up.
Okay. So you got that on there.
We didn't go over tools. I didn't know what I was going to be doing.
No. Didn't do that until we got there. So a few of these things out of the way.
Yeah, that we're not using yet.
I'm keeping your workspace tidy.
Tidy-ish.
Tidy-ish.
We're a little bit of a.
Okay, Marianne. I'm sorry that our mic is in and out. Is everybody else able to hear us?
It might be doing cancellation.
What do you mean cancellation?
Like the background noise cancellation.
Oh.
Did we check that setting?
I don't think so. So we're getting one affirmative that you guys can hear us.
Is that yes, you can hear us, or yes, we're cutting in and out? Or from
Hi. Okay, yes, you can hear us. Okay. So our from our side, you guys can hear us, and it's not a problem with our mic, right?
Hey, Marianne, just a suggestion, something I've encountered. It may or may not be what's going on. When I watch YouTube in general, like on my TV, I will put it on like times 1.25 or 1.5. I will change the speed. But if I turn on a live and I don't check, Chris says it's a little floating. If I don't check to make sure that the speed is right, it will catch up. It keeps trying to catch up for the live. So just check your
Bonnie
playback
says,
speed.
where is your mic located on your laptop?
I don't know.
Okay, sit down there.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's turn
it louder and softer. Okay.
Let's turn off the mic here and turn it on up here.
Okay. Turn this mic off.
Uh-huh.
And let me get up here. Whoop. Sorry, I'm Okay. Can you guys hear us now?
Do you hear anything now? Anything now?
Anything now? Okay. Aha, we got a yes. We got some yeses.
Okay. Maggie and June have said both. Okay. I see
We're not don't touch any more settings, but
no more settings
because I need to run that while you're making stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. That was probably my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I should have done before I started that loop? Put my beads on.
Yeah, but that's fine.
That's okay. I know about how long I need it to be. There. And then I need a larger amount because I'm doing a larger loop at the end. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So about that much, you think?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
So sorry about that. We just a little bit different setup. That's all.
It's totally fun. I usually don't use my laptop when I which is broken now, but I usually don't use it. So it's usually just 2 phones for me.
But we don't have the setup to hold 2 phones here. So we did my laptop because that seemed to work okay when I joined her for lives. But obviously not.
And Marianne has confirmed they're going in and out or canceling out either.
Okay, good.
Good. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you for waiting, guys. I appreciate you.
Yes.
While you go through all that.
Just closing that loop a little bit better.
Okay, so put your beads on, and do you want to know how to get the right size loop without pre-measuring your wire?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Okay. Because I haven't seen you do this. So.
No more double speak, thanks.
The double speak should have only been for a moment when we were trying to. We hadn't quite muted one before the other one turned on, so there was some double speak.
Peace and love. Thanks, Anastasia.
Aw. Yes. And thank you for your patience, Dana.
Okay, so
we did see, you probably didn't hear us, but Pauline joined while we were in the middle of our technical difficulties. Hi, Pauline, right?
Yes, she did. She was right in the middle. I waved because I saw you. I hope you know that was for you.
There was a visual wave. It was for you, but we have no sound.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do I do it?
All right, so we're going to want to do that first initial bend like we usually do on the second simple loop. And then you're just going to wrap this around there, and where it meets, you're going to cut it after the fact.
I'll cut it after.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Super easy.
So I'm going to start it here.
Yep.
Because this is number 5. So number 5, and I know I'm not really close, but you can see what I'm doing.
Yes.
I'll do this and then rotate it.
Yeah, but hold on, because here's the thing. See that straightaway part here?
Yeah.
I'm just going to show it to the folks.
Okay.
See, it's a little bit straighter here.
Oh, because I was a little bit farther away when I started it?
Yep. You just want to wrap it around there a little bit. Just push it in. So that it's rounder so you don't have a straight part.
Okay. Pauline did recognize that those waves were for her.
Good. Yes. And so one of the things you can do is just find where it meets that and then give it a snip.
Okay.
And then you're going to want to use your flat nose pliers to chomp down on that.
Yes, to work harden the loop.
Yep.
Because it's going to be holding a stone.
Yep.
Okay. Do that before I open it.
Yes.
Okay. It's a little bit past, but I think it's shifted itself. So I'm just doing this. Look at that great little loop.
She made a loop.
Well, Beki made that loop. I made part of it that loop. We made that loop.
I just cleaned it. We did it. It was teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work.
It made me think of the show we watched.
We were watching Ludwig. It's a British murder mystery show with the guy who does like puzzles. He gets like called by his brother's wife to like impersonate him as a detective. Yeah, it's wacky. Good wacky fun with some murders. This is 20 gauge, Dana.
Yes, this is 20 gauge. That's why I'm doing the simple. So, because I felt like maybe I could.
Open it a little bit wider.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know if it's accommodating that curve.
And it might not.
So let me see if I can troubleshoot this.
Okay.
So if I can get it on and kind of flatten that out, flatten that part of the loop. Is that a thing to do?
It is, I think when I have that problem, what I usually do is I start with that loop and I don't actually make it a loop. I make it like a triangle so that there's a flat part and then two things that go up.
Oh, and we didn't do it that way. Mm-hmm. We started on the other end.
And you know what? You can always start over.
I've almost got it worked.
Okay.
To the bottom of the loop. Almost. I have totally mangled the shape of this loop though. Okay. It's at the bottom of the loop, but I have a massive gap. See this? Massive gap.
Yep.
So now I'm going to wrestle it closed and probably flatten it so it's more of that, like that triangle that you mentioned. Let me see what I can do if I just wrestle it.
We're doing wrestling.
Yeah. Okay. So if I get this and I curve it in, I feel like this is not going to hold.
Yeah.
Because I've mangled it so much.
I usually, with 20 gauge wire, I'll do simple loops for like small beads.
But not, so I should have left more and done a wrapped loop.
Hey, no,
I'm learning.
You didn't mess things up.
No, I did. I have to start over.
No.
This is not salvageable.
You learned.
Ugly.
You learned.
I did learn.
You learned. It was not time wasted. Just passing through again. Oh, you got some new magical crimpers. Okay, well, I hope that they work for you. Some of the manufacturing isn't so great. I think it's they have a new manufacturer maybe. I don't know. Some of them work and some of them don't. So hopefully you got some that work. Okay. It's totally fine. Yes.
I think I'd rather work with thinner wire if I'm going to be doing wrapped loops. Okay. Because I feel like I have an easier time doing it.
Just fine. Yeah.
So putting this away.
Put away the 20.
Still in her ear. I'm just going to go with the 22.
Okay. That'll work.
So let's do this how you would actually.
Creating an opportunity. Yep.
So what I did before when I did it with the 22 gauge is I did, as you said, and kind of got it through here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check something though.
What?
Will these fit onto?
Onto a 22 gauge wire?
Twice. But I can wrap on one end if I need to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You got a pretty decent length of wire here.
Too much?
Just, I'm not judging anything.
Hi, Brandy.
I'm letting you do this. I'm letting you do what you want to do with this. This is the part of the sister challenge. It's up to you.
I know.
It's up to you.
It's hard. It's odd. I didn't expect to feel pressure, but I feel pressure.
Oh, please don't.
I know.
Yeah. Don't feel pressure. Everybody is they're just going to see it.
So I'm going to.
Yep.
This, and this, and I'm going to take the shorter one and wrap it here.
Sure. That sounds like it will work. Yeah. You're not doing anything wrong or right. This is the way you're doing it.
True. Except it's a very messy wrap.
Do you want a messy wrap?
Nope.
Well, let's start over.
I'm not wasting that much wire.
Well, it's not a waste. There's bunch of wire there that you could use like to make earrings with.
True.
Or to make your wires, yeah. Like that's at least 2 pair right there, maybe 3 on this one.
I had too much wire. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Becky, for telling me first. Okay, I was gonna see if they would, because if they would both go through, then I would do a double bail at the top.
Oh yeah, that's
what I did before. So if they'll fit through 2.
Okay, so the crystal goes on through 2 lengths of the 22 gauge, but the gemstone doesn't, and you don't want to force gemstones.
Nope. So I am gonna snip this one off because I finished wrapping it. And I'll use that for an earring.
My good advice.
Yep.
Okay. You're gonna get it made.
Excuse the squeak. That was the chair, I promise.
Yeah, I heard it. It was just the chair. Okay. There you go.
All right. And then I do know how to, this is way too much for what I need.
It's okay, because you know what you can do is after you make your loop up here, you can wrap the wire around those beads and then around that messy wrap down there.
And get a little bit more solid wrap at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. So a little bit of space to wrap. And then I'm used to using these. So I'm just going to do that for the.
Yeah. Use the tool that you're comfortable using.
Because I'm not looking for a specific size right now. I'm just looking for small enough to go and not look wonky on my beading wire. There you go.
And then down around the beads. That looks great.
This is where
that's where you might want to take it off of there. Yep.
And get it on my needle nose pliers or my chain nose pliers.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna hold it with my hand.
Yeah. I was gonna suggest that. I was like, just hold it with your hand.
And this is accepting the little bit of a mess and building it up so that it's.
Yep.
That's the front. Not perfect, but that is better. That is better. It looked wimpy.
22 gauge wire.
Well, no, I mean, like the amount of wrap there was wimpy. And then tuck in that guy because I'll forget and wish that I had. Right here. Sorry, I was off screen. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, this is the Night Owl channel, guys. Thanks for staying up with me. Me and Jenny are both night owls, by the way.
You know, perfect thing to use those little owl charms that I just got.
That's right. Little owl charms.
They were, where were they from? Where did I get the owl charms? Because I didn't order them, but I got them. Or a little freebie or something.
They might have been a freebie. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I ended up doing.
That is a very beautiful rewrapped bill.
Yes. Okay. And now the easy part, stringing things.
I'm going to ask one question. Is this the orientation that you want this loop?
No. So I'm going to hold this.
I don't know why they're called chain nose pliers. I don't know the answer to that. Made for jump rings? Maybe. Making chains? I don't know. It's a mystery to me, but if you find the answer, I would love to know. If you find the answer, or if somebody in chat knows why they're called chain nose pliers, I would love to know. Yep. Isn't it pretty? Look what my sister did.
Thank you.
Look what she did. Oh no, beading until 2 a.m. and then on to other things. I hear that.
Unstring those for me?
Oh yeah. I am good at unstringing beads. It's one of my specialties. I'm well known for unstringing beads on parts of the internet near and far. All right. So you're just gonna start stringing?
I am gonna start stringing.
That sounds like a great plan.
I put the pendant on first, and then I'm gonna string one side, and if I like it and it's the right length, then I'll string the other side.
Do you need chain nose pliers? I highly recommend it.
There's the case.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull this up here.
Yes.
So we can take a better look at chain nose pliers. So they are smooth on the inside, and then they have this little point on the end, and so they're just really great getting into little spaces. But then the flat part of the wire of these will work without marring too badly any of the materials that you're working with. My like die hard cannot live without, if I had to be on a desert island without anything else but just these tools to make jewelry with, would be chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, and flush cutters. My second desert island tool would be my crimpers, and I like magical crimpers, so yeah. So yeah, chain nose pliers are really, really good to have. They're like a staple jewelry making supply. That is so pretty, Jenny.
I'm trying to decide if I like the spacers or if I want to do this without the spacers.
Okay,
I was going to get another little repeat onto.
Okay.
So they could see a little bit more.
Do you want to string it on?
No, that's okay. It'll be too much.
Okay.
I'll hold this.
Yeah. Hold that. Let's scooch this up. Teamwork.
Teamwork.
What do you guys think?
With the spacers, or not bother with the spacers and just alternate the tiger's eye with the crystals?
No soccer ball on that island. Maybe not. Oh, quality time with an aging dog. I think, here we go. We both know what that's like. We've got some old ladies here have to be with us.
Brandy loves it. Pauline is voting for spacers, as is Kathy. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I won't second guess myself. That was my first inclination.
The spacers are doing it. They're doing it.
Okay. That was my first inclination, but then I was doubting myself, so yeah, that's what I do.
It's good to get a little bit of input,
It is.
But also
input is available.
But also it's your design, so you get to do what you want with it.
Yeah.
But it is great to have.
I think there was only one person said no on the spacers, but most of them really like the spacers.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with it. Bling it up.
Chain nose are called that, isn't it? Because they look like chain link. Ah. Maybe. Like that.
I should probably figure out how much I have of things so I know where to limit my repeat.
Yeah. Well, you do still have more spacers in here.
Okay, that's good. I have 4. Divide these in half.
I'm just gonna set things aside for the other side.
Yep.
I do that too.
I know. That's
Isn't it a pretty pendant? That had been sitting in my bead stash like for at least a year, maybe more. It was just in my deep, deep stash. And so like when I was going through and looking for things for Jenny, I had pulled that out first before I put together any of the other ones. And then I set it aside. And it wasn't until she was like, well, what about April? That I was like, wait a minute, what about April? What about if we pull some of that together? And that's when I was like, I have the perfect beads. And I pulled out that magenta tiger eye, which like, if you guys know me at all, you're going to know that like, ooh, yeah, that's my color. So for me to share that with my sister means that I must love her.
Yes. Yes. Because she loves tiger's eye and she loves magenta.
They were made for doing chainmail. Okay, that makes so much sense that they were made for doing chainmail. Yeah, that makes way too much sense. Way too much.
Yeah, it's starting to come together nicely. It's
so pretty. It's so pretty, Jenny.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait for you to see the other ones that I've put together for you.
Exciting. But again, she's giving me some challenging things, so you guys will have to just be patient with me.
I mean, I don't think any of it's going to be too hard for you to do.
No.
None of it will be too hard. I'll be able to do that. So I'm gonna just check real quick. We've got a ton of very, very pretty comments on here. Everybody thinks it's beautiful. Me too, Brandy. I wish you had a sister you could bead with because I love my sister. But you can bead with us on YouTube, at least. It's very nice to do this in person with my sister, though. I do appreciate that.
Well, and something that we were just talking about not too recently between us, we are sisters and we have the background and stuff like that. But what we've really discovered in each other lately is friends. And if you either don't have a sister or you don't have a sister that you could have this kind of relationship with, that doesn't mean you can't choose a sister.
You can choose
to have this kind of relationship with.
You can choose family. Yeah.
I'm choosing my sister. She just happens to actually be my sister.
That's true. Yeah.
And we don't take it for granted.
No. I'm just going to check on that poll, see where we're at.
Oh, yeah.
Shella's got 81% good eye, guys. That's what I had intended, but it does look a little turkey. So.
A little bit turkish, like the kind of turkey you paint in like kindergarten because you made your handprint.
Your handprint or something. I just, it was a real quick sketch. None of them are like high quality art. I was just like, is that a shell? Maybe. I'll just leave it. They can't all be winners. Oh man, it is a really pretty pendant though.
I'm making sure I don't run out of my stuff.
Okay. Oh, you got the other spacers out. Good.
Yeah. Now I'm going to count and divide the rest of these.
Okay.
I did. I got the rest of the spacers out. Sorry, counting with Jenny is just
counting
as much as
Jenny,
counting
as much
with Beki.
just as two spaces.
I just did mine silently
instead of out loud like I do. I'm sorry.
I didn't want to interrupt.
I keep hitting the thing. I'm sorry, guys. I do not mean to give you like vertigo or something like that.
Okay, so this is half the spacers, so that I don't exceed what I've got for both sides.
Hey, that's awesome that you've been teaching your cousin how to make jewelry. That's so cool. Kathy, I'm so glad that your sister wears the jewelry that you made her. That's so great. You have a friend that's like a sister? That's amazing. I love that. Yeah, local bead shops will do bead together sorts of things that you can have with that.
What a great way to meet people and share that. Yeah.
To find some folks with shared interests. It can be hard to get out to places like that. I know that I don't have the time with all of the things that I have to take care of and to do and needing to be places to be able to go out and meet with people. So my YouTube time, that's my bead table. That's my sitting at a bead table with other people. And so like, hopefully if you're not able to get out to somewhere where they do that in person, you can have that with me on YouTube.
Okay, I'm moving towards like the back of the neck now. And I don't have enough. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. And this is 9. Oh, I set some aside to make earrings and possibly necklace. So that was intentional. I just did 9 for each side. And so I'm about to simplify. I'm going to use some of the smaller ones.
Okay.
And that's pretty easily divided. 5 of each. I don't think I have enough spacers to continue using the way I've been doing, so I'm thinking I might just do these guys, alternate back and forth. Without the spacers, because it's at the back of the neck, so like slightly simplified design.
I do. How much farther do you need to go with it?
Several inches. Because this right now, if I hold this up, then this lands about here on this other side of my neck.
Okay.
So if I had it close fitting, like the necklace I'm currently wearing,
about that long.
the other option that I can do is I can go ahead and finish it where it is. Maybe use a few of the little ones just by themselves without the gray to finish it, and then use some chain. I have chain.
You do have chain.
What do you think about using chain for the very back of the neck? I think I like that plan, actually.
I do. You've got several chains here. Do you want chunky chain? Do you want slinky chain?
I want maybe this chain. No, that's a little too detailed because it's textured.
There's that. I think that would be nice. This one is. That might be too chunky and overwhelming.
Too chunky.
I like this for it. But this is your decision because that was the challenge.
I know.
Miss Easter challenge. So these are nickel-free chains that she got again from Big Box Bargains.
Yes, in one of my recent hauls.
3 sets of twins. Oh my goodness. What?
Wait. Whoa.
Oh man, one of each set. 2 boys, 2 girls, and a boy and a girl. Amazing. Oh my gosh. That would be, I mean, you'd have like a really full house, but you'd only have to be pregnant 3 times. You know, like,
Sharon was suggesting just use the wire with no beads or chain.
that's true. It's a normal thing that people do with the soft flex wire. It's just the wire.
That's true.
What do you want against the back of your neck? Do you want
Bonnie likes
just
the chain. Let me put
some wire, or do you want some chain?
This is the current chain in question, just for those who couldn't see because it's farther away.
It's a stainless steel curb chain. Yep.
I think I'm going to go with the chain.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with the chain.
Okay.
I'll play around with that other idea on a future make, though.
Yeah.
So,
Do you have crimps?
I got some out. I don't know where they went.
I've been messing around with stuff, so
I've been messing around with stuff.
I've been messing around with all sorts of stuff.
I had crimps right here.
Are they under here?
You moved my things.
I moved your things. Yes,
moved my
sorry.
things.
This is what sisters do.
It's in a bag of crimps.
I
Bag of
found it.
crimps. She found
Also,
crimps.
sisters saved the day by finding things.
Oh,
that they
saved
moved.
the day.
They had moved.
Saved the day. Oh.
Right. Oh.
Okay. And
You're the 12th one, Pauline? Wow. That's so amazing.
I'm gonna
20.
I am gonna use some of these smaller tiger's eye though right before.
Oh, that's a good idea. Chain is always a good idea, says Tina.
Fantastic.
That is what we're gonna do.
I need to say something to my dog to acknowledge that she's been scratching at the door to come out, even though she's not allowed to come out yet. So pardon me, Sophie, not yet. Poor Sophie.
Yeah. You guys might have seen a photo of Sophie on the post that I made in the community tab. She is my sister's dog.
That's really gonna only be a little bit of chain, a few inches. If that. What do you think, Becky?
Let's see. I think it looks great on me.
I see. This is a challenge from Becky's stash to make her a necklace.
We live about 3 hours away from each other, Brandy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandy asked if we live near each other. We live about 3 hours away. So by Texas terms, yeah, we're next door to each other, basically. 'Cause if you didn't know, Texas is a stupid big state. Sorry, I bumped that again. I keep doing that. It's
You
me.
do.
I'm the problem. But
Yes.
Texas is stupid because it's just so huge. My mom lives in Texas, and she's 9 hours away from my house. I could drive west for 9 hours and still be in Texas.
Mhm.
I can drive east for about 8 hours and still be in Texas. I can drive south for about 7 hours and still be in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, from where I live. So, like, yeah. So 3 hours away is, you know, it's, I could do a trip in a day, but I would rather spend more time with her than just like a couple of hours. In fact, you did that recently, didn't you? You just drove down to Austin to see me, and then you had a different errand to run as well, and then you went back. Wasn't that?
Oh, just in a day trip?
Yeah, day trip.
That was dropping off our brother from having driven all day from the 9 hours she talked about to go see her mom. I drove that whole distance, dropped off my brother, got a hug, and drove the remaining 3 hours home.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Do we live near each other? Near in Texas terms, not near in like Europe terms.
Near enough that Beki can plan a visit, but it's worth turning it into like a long weekend.
Yeah.
So that we can really enjoy each other and not just have a couple days taken up with,
travel.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So Jenny's doing a little crimp right on the end. You don't have to.
I don't have. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You guys have seen me crimp before. If you haven't, I do have a video, tips and tricks with magical crimper, and that's what Jenny's doing. So you would like to see how that's done, you can find that.
I'm just still learning, and so I'm not a great. It might be fine, but it might also not be fine.
But it's okay.
Yeah. No, to see our mom, I'm 6 hours away and she's 9.
Yeah.
So seeing mom is not as easy, but the sisters can get together. We've gotten together every 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
In the last 6 months or so. Okay. I think I made a ball of crimp. Yay! My cutters ended up over here. Yeah. Because Beki moves things.
I'm just like a little goblin here, like shifting all of her things out of her reach.
She's so pesky. That cackle says it all. There's half my necklace.
Goblin Beki.
I love that.
Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty.
Beki, are you seriously claiming this? Because
no, I'm not.
I can make this necklace for you.
I'm not claiming it.
Okay.
I'm not.
You guys heard it, right?
I'm not claiming it, but it does look very good on me.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Like, this is something I meant to put away, not just.
Yes, I actually handed that to her.
She handed it to me.
Like, please police my mess.
Yes. Is there a sleeve on it?
There was, but it fell when we took it off, and so we'll add that back on.
All right.
After
we'll get that later. Is it killing you not to be making something? Yes. Absolutely is.
Totally didn't.
Absolutely is. I'm like, oh man, I'd like to.
Yes.
Maybe I can make something. And like, I'm having to hold back from like telling her what to do a little bit because I'm like, I don't. You guys need to know what my main nickname as a child was.
Should I tell them?
You can.
This was Bossy Beki.
Yeah.
She had to run. She had to manage everybody. She was the little mother. We had a mom, but she decided to be a mother too.
Well, I mean, somebody needed to keep you guys in line. Somebody needed to be in charge. we were children in the 80s, and so when mom was at work, somebody needed to be in charge.
Single mom with 4 kids.
Yeah. So yeah,
we get that question a lot.
Did
you see that question?
Yes. So we
were just talking about that today.
We were talking about it today, and Jenny kind of was like, people keep asking, I keep thinking about it, and she said, I think I'm having more fun just being a guest on your channel than I would having to run my own.
Yeah.
So she is going to be a guest on my channel, and we're going to be doing, the regular once a month thing with this. She might pop in to some other lives or when I'm visiting her or something like that. But one thing that she does want to advocate to is having jewelry findings be more accessible for people who have metal allergies. So she will talk about that with me and with us, and we'll, big up the companies that do nickel-free things and all of that. It is a lot of pressure having your own YouTube. It really is. Yeah. But being able to through my Beki Bossy, yes. I am not the oldest sibling, June. I have an older brother, but still I was the one in charge.
Yes. And you know what? He didn't mind that someone else decided to take things over because that took responsibility off of his shoulders.
No, you didn't have to do stuff.
And again, we were all very close in age. That gap was only a year and a half, minus 1 day.
He's a year and a half minus 1 day older than I am. I'm a year and a half minus 1 day older than Jenny. And if our younger brother had been born on his due date, he would have been a year and a half minus 1 day younger than her. But he messed everything up.
He did.
As normal. Just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole year and a half minus 1 day had to be that last one.
They miss you when they don't see you, Jenny.
Oh. Wait, me? Or are you talking about Beki because you're not seeing her hands? I think they're talking about you, Beki. I don't see your hands making something right now.
I did my hands only for most of my videos until I sat down and did an actual face-to-face video when I hit a certain amount of subscribers, and that was the first time anybody saw my face. So, just do your hands. There's tons of videos where you'd have no idea what that person even looks like because they don't do lives. They just do tutorials with their hands.
Yeah, see?
There's nothing wrong with that. Yep. Oh, you meant me?
Yeah, I told you. I told you she meant you. I thought they meant you. No, I knew they meant you. There's Beki and her fantastic nails. Did you show off your nails yet, Beki? I know there's been other videos.
You guys have seen them in the other videos. They're flowers because it's springtime. Yeah. Oh, when I don't have regular videos, yeah. Yeah, sometimes life gets a little lifey. Things get in the way. I'm trying to be much more consistent, though, and make sure that I put out things regularly. Yeah. See, they do. They love you, too.
Have you guys started playing the Guess the Giggle thing yet? On our dual unboxing that we did?
Whose giggle is whose?
Yep.
Yeah. Fine. So, you know what? Our voices have always sounded similar. I think we've actually shared this before on one of the things where my best friend in high school would call our house and my sister would answer because this was in the before times when we didn't have cell phones. And
the before times.
And so if you wanted to call somebody, you called their house and asked if they were there or available if somebody else answered. So how do I do my nails? They're press-ons. That's how I do them. They are press-ons. I take the press-on off. I clean my nails. I put some nail oil on them, and then I get out some new ones with little sticky tabs and press them on. That's it.
The 1900s. Oh my God.
The 1900s. Yes. So I was going to say, so my best friend would call our house and Jenny would pick up and my best friend would just start talking to her. She would spill everything.
All the tea.
Everything. And Jenny would do you want to talk to Beki instead? She'd be like, oh my gosh, yes.
Well, and we both sound like our mom.
Right now.
We both sound like our mom too. So people would call for her and end up with one of us.
1900s.
Yes. The late 1900s.
And the before times, before cell. That's right. BC is before cell. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh, June's daughter and her laugh exactly the same way. That's the thing. Aren't genetics weird? Yeah.
Man, you know what's funny is we also have some half brothers, and when they started growing up a little bit, and we'd call our dad's house, and they would answer and be like, "Oh, okay, hi, Dad," and they'd be like, "No."
Yeah, when they finally got old enough to like sound like Dad.
Yeah, they sounded like our dad. It was so funny.
Listening and not telling. I like the way you think.
You know, who says she didn't do that?
Depending on how juicy the
I would never know if she didn't do that.
Right? Right?
Oh
I love
gosh,
that.
yes.
I love that.
It's crazy.
Okay, I am almost
Genetic.
finishing this side.
I thought I was a girl mom until God said it's a boy. Oh. You know what? I got 2 boys. I am a boy mom. They're good kids though. They're fantastic. I love having boys.
So, true story. My brother-in-law was meant, like, on the ultrasound, they told his family that he was going to be a girl. They'd already picked out the name Jennifer. This is my brother-in-law that I married into this family. He was born on the same day and month that I was, just a different year. But he came out as a boy. And so they completely dropped the naming convention they'd used on their first 2 sons and just named him something else entirely.
That mad scramble to be like, well, what are we going to name this kid? Like,
Yeah.
We didn't pick one out.
They were prepared for a girl. They got ready for a girl.
Like, Mom picked out a name for me, and that wasn't what I was named. Like, she said, no, she doesn't look like a Sarah. She looks like a Beki. Well, she said Rebecca.
I am loving this. I might actually, there may not need to be very much because of the toggle of actual chain. I might just do a series of like jump rings or something.
You could do that, yeah.
Or the chain. I don't know.
Or the chain.
I'll decide.
You could put the toggle on one end and then get a length of chain just for the toggle part.
That would feel weird to me.
Okay.
I'll want the toggle at the back.
Yeah, don't do what's weird for you. This is
Well, a lot of times I'll adjust my necklace, sometimes by like centering the pendant, but also finding the toggle and shifting it, making sure it's in the right place. Not yet, Sophie. They'd come up with something quick for the birth certificate. Yep. Yes, they did.
You know, June, the thing, here's my little tips and tricks about the press-on nails. Number 1, they need to be clean. So like wash with soap and water and then let them dry because you don't want to press them on when they're still wet. Clean them with some rubbing alcohol. I got those little sterile rubbing alcohol wipes. Get it like a box of like 500 for whatever. We keep them in the medicine cabinet because they're useful for more things. But then you clean that off. It helps to like kind of evaporate any of the moisture. And then I don't use nail glue because my nails are very bendy and nail glue like gets kind of, what is the word? Brittle. And so it doesn't work well with that. But the sticky tabs, it's like double-sided tape almost. They work great because they're flexible. And since my nails are bendy, it bends with them. And that's pretty much my only tips and tricks. But also I cut them short because sometimes you'll get them and they'll be a little bit longer. And I don't like long nails. I like having them be cute, but
functional.
Yeah, the length will get in my way a lot of times. So that's what I do.
Well, you're on your computer all day for work and then you're beading at night. Mm-hmm. And so you use your hands.
Okay, so we ditched school and the teacher called and I answered and said I was my mom. He believed me and proceeded to go on and on about me ditching school. And it's like, oh, she's in deep trouble. That is amazing. Well done. I faked a note that my mom was supposed to have written. I thought I got her handwriting right. And my teacher was like, Beki.
Mom's handwriting Becky's handwriting is nothing like mine.
Right?
Not even close.
That was the one time I tried to do that. And I was like, well, okay, I guess I'm not going to fake my mom's notes anymore. Yes, nail tips.
I was right. I don't have to use chain at all. I'm just putting on the toggle and it's done.
Yay!
And I like to close my loops with the beading wire instead of putting the toggle directly on it. I do the because then if I want to change the toggle for whatever reason, if I don't like the way it fits, then I can just do it.
Yep.
I'm going to go with a couple of these guys.
You got all this cheap. I was going to put it away, but I don't have a little bag for it.
This bus.
There we go. I'm just putting her chain away. Oh, you're a pianist. Okay. Yeah, short nails for piano. I mean, also, like, I play stringed instruments, so, like, having long nails doesn't really work well for me with that.
Thank you, Brandy, and everybody. Oh, they're telling me they're so pretty and beautiful.
It is. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous necklace.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
If I promise to do them quick, should I do earrings? Do we have time for that? Or should we call it good with the necklace and I can post earrings?
Call it good with the necklace and you can post earrings later.
I like to put my loop on my left hand, so that's going to be my left hand side.
Hey, Ellen. Oh, my dog Ellen came over to put her head into my knees. But my knees are way up here because we're on tall, like, bar
stools.
Bar stools.
It's a counter height table.
Yeah, it's a counter height table. So she's sticking her head in my feet. You silly girl. Okay. Hey, Els.
Checking these jump rings because I haven't used them before. I wanted to make sure that it was going to hold the way I wanted it to.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Stick this guy on here and my bar. So I've got my loop on my left and then I do my bar on my right.
Yeah.
It's just habit.
Jenny, did you like this? Did you like having a little challenge kit?
Yes, I think I'll become more confident the more we do them. I did get a little bit flustered, I'll be honest.
No, I'm sorry.
A little bit pressured to do a good job. And I did a good job.
Yes,
I can admire the work that I've done on this. And the color doesn't really come through. Beki did make me an admin on her channel, so I'll take a picture tomorrow when the light is good after I've made the earrings to go with it and post it so all of you can see on Beki's channel. Does that sound fun?
If it doesn't let you post in the community section of my channel, then you can send me the photo and I'll post it for you on your behalf.
I think it lets me because you made me an admin.
Okay.
But we'll check.
I haven't tried it, so
yeah.
Yes, Mom, your girls are a fabulous team. Jenny did a great job.
All these people. Thank you. I love you all. I promise I'm not reading everyone, but I am reading all of your wonderful comments and I appreciate them so much.
Comments. The pennant, I can't remember where the pennant was from. It might have been in a bargain bead box like a while ago though. But I just know it was something that it was in like a bead box or it was something because it had been like a couple of years that it was just sitting in my stash. What kind of dog do I have? She is a pit bull mix and she is a whiny baby. That's what kind of dog I have.
There we go. There's my necklace.
Isn't that beautiful?
Let's make us big.
Okay. Let's embiggen
the sisters. And keep in mind, this does kind of wash it out a little bit, but you actually get more of like the purple tone to it. It's very dark. It was very dark on the bead mat. Mm-hmm. So,
but like it's exactly the same color as these flowers on her top. And we didn't even plan that.
We did not
plan that. She is the sweetest baby. And she is so tired. She wants me to take her to go to bed.
And my dog is tucked away in another room because she doesn't adjust well to strangers.
Plan that. It matches her shirt.
Yes.
Perfectly.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
Like, oh, I wore this shirt because I was wearing my turquoise necklace that I made partly on Heather's live last Saturday or Sunday.
Which was just beautiful.
But
if you guys missed that,
I put it down on the bead mat. That's still over there on the side if they want to see it.
It's not as big as us, but that's fine.
Yeah. But it goes so well with this shirt, and I think it turned out. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's switch. Can we switch back just a moment?
Jenny, I'm so good at putting beads together for you.
You are.
And you are so good at making the jewelry with the beads I put together.
This undone.
Oh no, you just have to wear it forever.
I have to wear it forever.
Oh no.
So I was gonna do the whole what do we have to do to do the, well, they can kind of see a little bit, but I was just gonna do as the whole necklace. So like this, the chain. Here we go.
There you go. I had
With
to
the
switch this over,
pendant.
so we were big.
And the chain. And then at the end, I just used a few more of those and then just ended with my flower clasp, which is what most people voted for.
Yes.
So
oh, no, your cat was in your face. Sorry about that, Faith. Oh, thank you to everyone for staying up with us and for helping us have some fun sister time together. And look for that. I don't know when we're going to plan it, but it's going to be at least once a month. I don't know if it's going to be a specific
week or
not.
Yeah.
But we've got May package, we've got a June package, we've got July over here,
and August.
So I'm going to be putting more together. These are just the first 4 months, but we're going to make it a monthly thing where Jenny makes something with us.
Yes.
for the Sister Stash Challenge. These are from my stash to my sister.
Yes. Yes. So thank you so much for hanging out while we did this. While I tried to decide what to do with what, it's kind of funny. Something gets put right in front of you and you have to decide really quickly, like, what am I going to do?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the challenge. It's just like figuring it out. Oh, man. Oh, hi, Sandy. Yeah, please watch it on replay. There were some funny things that we talked about. So I'm sure you'll like it.
Some definite sister shenanigans.
Yes, we had sister shenanigans. Oh, man. Thank you, guys. I am so glad you stayed up with us.
I am, Marianne. Oh, good night,
Good
Colleen.
night, everyone. You know what? It's past midnight. It's morning. Officially morning in Texas.
It is. You can sing us out.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good night, guys. Thank you, everyone. We love you.
Yeah, love you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye. You too, Marianne.
Yes.
Fantastic weekend.
Oh.